Since May, Ailee's engagement with Choi Sihoon has stirred up plenty of buzz in the industry, sparking questions about how their romance even started. Thankfully, Ailee opened up about their surprising relationship to satisfy everyone's curiosity, revealing some fascinating details along the way. K-pop fans and viewers of the hit reality show Singles Inferno were both shocked when it was announced that legendary idol Ailee would be marrying season 1 contestant Choi Sihoon. The news first surfaced in March when a Korean media outlet reported that Ailee was in a relationship with a non-celebrity businessman and they were planning to get married in 2025. Her agency confirmed the news soon after, stating that she had met her partner through an acquaintance and they were indeed planning to marry the following year. They also said that Ailee would be delivering the news herself whenever she was ready. While many were caught off guard by the news, especially since no one knew she was dating, most weren't shocked that she decided not to marry a public figure. Since many idols date and get married to non-celebrities these days, her choice of partner didn't cause much of a stir. The very next day, Ailee took to Instagram and shared a personal letter with her fans, opening up about her relationship directly. She acknowledged that they might have been surprised by the news, but thanked them for the congratulations they had sent her way. However, she said that she was upset about the fact that she didn't get to tell them the happy news first, but was overall happy about the warm response they received. In the end, Ailee assured fans that whenever she had good news, she would make sure to tell them herself. Since there was nothing aside from these two statements, fans and the public didn't probe too much into her relationship, and the wedding news quickly faded from the spotlight. Well, that was until it was revealed who her future husband would be. A few months after her relationship was first announced, News One reported that her boyfriend was none other than Choi Sihoon from the first season of Singles Inferno, which shocked netizens to no end. First of all, it was very confusing why the media reported that he was a non-celebrity businessman. Not only had Sihoon appeared in Singles Inferno, but he had also appeared in a few dramas like I Started Following Romance and Cafe Kilimanjaro. So while he wasn't on Lee Min-ho's level of fame, he wasn't exactly unknown. So was this all just a mistake, or did Ailee initially date a businessman before starting her relationship with Sihoon? Because of the confusion, a media outlet had to come out and explain that the whole thing was a misunderstanding. According to them, when the two were first introduced, Ailee was told that Sihoon was a businessman since he had ended his contract with his previous agency and was operating a restaurant in Jeongdo, Seoul. The next question that people had was, how did their relationship even start? Sure, it was said that the two were introduced by an acquaintance, but many were confused about them running in the same circles. Ailee was also very vague about the relationship, and to this day, Sihoon hasn't publicly discussed it, so the public had very little information to work on. Though the specifics of their relationship were kept private, it was obvious that the couple shared a strong bond. Even without any public appearances as a couple, the two were still seen together by fans, and in these rare sightings, they showed plenty of affection for one another. To explain, a fan recorded a video at the Billboard K-Power 100 event on August 27th, which Ailee was attending. Even though the person originally meant to feature the Filipina group BINI in their video, they unexpectedly captured Ailee and Sihoon in a loving embrace. This footage went viral on social media, showing the couple enjoying each other's company and looking at one another with affection. Netizens were thrilled to see Ailee so happy, and this sweet moment delighted many. The video did next to nothing to fizzle out people's curiosity though, as there were still many questions on how they met and what led them to start dating and get engaged. What was known was that Sihoon attended Ailee's concert in October 2023 with some friends to celebrate his birthday and even took a photo with her backstage, posting it with the caption, "Watching the concert of my favorite Ailee, had a great birthday week with my loved ones." When the news first got announced, Sihoon's post got a lot of attention, raising the question, was that their first meeting, or were they already dating at the time and just dropping hints, hoping that the public would catch on? Well, Ailee finally revealed how their love story began, and it was just as surprising as one would imagine. When she appeared on the talk show BYOB, she once again stated that she felt really sad that she didn't get to be the first one to announce her relationship to her fans. Then, Ailee shared that the two met through a friend and not on a blind date like it had been heavily speculated. However, at first they weren't even interested in each other and just happened to hang out together a few times. As they got to spend time together and talk more with each other, Ailee came to see that Sihoon was truly a good person and that she really enjoyed being around him. At that moment, they both understood that they wanted to marry each other, even before officially dating, almost like a scene from a romantic comedy. So Ailee realized that if she really wanted to marry him, she would have to get to know him better, which led to their first date. While it isn't exactly known when this was, as she only said that it happened in 2023, she had a really cute story about it. On the talk show, Ailee shared that their first date took place place at a God concert, and the best part is they didn't even consider it a date at first. Ailee revealed that Sihoon didn't even ask her out, they just went to enjoy the show together. She recalled that it was a bit chilly that night, so she used his jacket to keep warm. As the two enjoyed the music, she slipped her hands inside the jacket and their hands brushed against each other. She stayed still, feeling her face flush while everyone else danced and sang around them. Ailee stated, "We were in our own little world, it was like slow motion." She joked that after that moment, she couldn't concentrate on the concert anymore. Ailee even told the host that they wanted to clap at the end but couldn't do it properly because they were holding hands. How cute is that? So their first date also became the day they officially became a couple, which is even more endearing. The best thing that fans learned through this interview, though, was that Ailee was really happy and that she was getting pampered, spoiled, and supported to no end. In her own words, he's very supportive. And he babies me, and I'm like 35 being babied. It feels really good. This made a lot of sense, especially since Sihoon had mentioned in the past that he cares for his girlfriend like a baby and treats her well when he's in a relationship. She also said that she's no longer feeling concerned about anything, which is apparently a first for her. Ailee shared that she's no longer focused on how well her songs perform. Instead, she's more passionate about the process of creating music and enjoying what she loves to do. This made her fans extremely happy, with one of them commenting, "Knowing she's no longer stressed about her music and is just enjoying the creative process makes my heart soar. Her joy truly shines through in everything she does." Another commented on how comforting it was for them as a fan to hear that Ailee didn't have any concerns anymore. It's clear that Ailee seems to be in a better place these days. While we can't say her love life is the sole reason for that, it's likely that Sihoon has played a significant role in helping her through tough times. Despite the fact that Ailee was radiating with joy when she talked about Sihoon, how they met, and how their relationship started, there are still a lot of people who don't like the pairing. First of all, many argued that her decision to get married was very hasty, since it hadn't been long since they met. If they met late last year and began dating in November or December, it suggests they were planning to marry in under a year, which made netizens worry that things were moving too fast. Others had other concerns, mostly related to Sihoon's appearance in singles Inferno. If you missed the first season of the show, you might not know that Sihoon spent much of it pining after influencer Song Jia, who was also a contestant in that season, and following her around. He had even admitted that he fell in love with her during filming. Most viewers of the show saw his behavior as embarrassing and pathetic, with some even going as far as to label him as a red flag. Not only that, but because he was so infatuated with Jia, there were speculations that he was still in love with her, even though it had been 3 years since the first season was filmed. Instead of finding his actions embarrassing, though, others considered them sweet, seeing them as a sign of his loyalty to one person. Ultimately, the opinions, rumors, and speculation don't really matter. What truly counts is that Ailee appears very happy with Sihoon and that he treats her well. So we wish the couple a long and happy life together, and we can't wait to see the wedding whenever that happens.